Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to our Wednesday night live show. Why is the light so weird today? It was so weird today. Anyway, yeah, you guys see that I'm kind of like all over the place right now because I was running late. I was running late and I have some cigar in front of me that I just need to put away. I have a cigar box that I had to open to get some cigar out. I'm gonna smoke one. Reason being, I gotta give some of these out to one of my friend overseas. But I only have one that's not open, and when you have one that's not open, you pick a day. You pick a day where you come to a content with yourselves. I'm gonna open this thing that I have not opened for years. Right, the seal still on for years, and then go. I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna smoke it. Sometimes it's a little hard. Okay, sometimes depends on what it is, how many you have. This I only have one, so give me a second. I also bought some cigars, so I just need to take it out. And people like, sometimes they ask me like what I do after I receive my cigar. So yeah, I just open up to check what it is. Let me just make sure I got everything I ordered. Is that what I ordered? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. So this particular package, I didn't order a lot. I ordered the banker ingot because it's an ingot. I thought it was cool. It's like a gold block, right? Even though I don't like the size, 12 cigar, 7x56, but I thought it was cool. Like you give me shit like this, I get all excited and I go, oh, I'm gonna order it. Okay, that's what happened. For the small cigar, for the loose cigars, this is what I ordered. You guys asked me if I'm gonna smoke this a few times already. The Davidoff limited edition, 2025. What is it called? The Winston Churchill limited edition. So that's what it is. By the way, hi Jesse. Hi Jesse and hi High Roller Cigar Club. So yeah, I ordered 2 of these to smoke, and I ordered the HVC 500 to smoke. Now, I really think HVC 500 is great. So if you didn't have one yet, you should go smoke it. It's great. Okay. So I got this. See, this is what I do. I take this bag and I just open this and go boom. That's it. And then I don't remember what I have. That's what I usually do. Cigar is not that complicated, You can do an inventory if you want to. You don't have to do an inventory if you don't want to. But for me, I realize inventory is just, it's sad. Because you'll be, oh, I don't have one of these. I don't have this anymore. I don't want to smoke this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it, okay? So, do you guys want to see this? You want to see me open this? If not, I'll open the other one. I'm going to open the other one anyway, so. A little cold. Anyway, guy. Hey, Steve. I'm going to open this. This is the LE05 Avo. There's 20 cigars in here. And this thing was produced 2018. It was originally done in 2005. And they did a 2018, so. And haven't opened it since then. All right, since then. And honestly, I don't even remember how this tastes like anymore. I just remember it was great, so I kept the box. Yeah. You remember it's great, you kept the box, it must be okay. And who knows? I might be very surprised. Open it up, see inside, mold, Or open it up, see inside, it was great. There you go. Officially open. And I'm pretty sure everybody went through this, right? Like you have a box that you kept it for a while, and you're like, oh my god. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Start to have a little bit age on there now. Nice. Somehow I remember this thing has a difference between like two wrappers, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Like I had to look it up. I mean, I feel like there was, but apparently there isn't. I feel like there was. Well, Robusto Extra 5 and 5 and like a little bit, 5.375 by 50 ring gauge, $15 cigar. The box was $524.99. Okay, let's light one up and smoke it. That's what I'm gonna do. So nobody care how the ingot looks like. I'm not gonna open it. I'll open it some time then. I had to take the cigar out. And we will see when the rest of the guys arrive to date. And we can talk about a topic. So we're gonna like delay a little bit to talk about a topic. And then we'll talk about a topic. This is how I do it. I just literally open, toss it in, open, toss it in, open, toss it in, close it. That's all I do. That's all I do. Wasn't that complicated. You know, the other day I was thinking about this, right? Some people ask about the humidity for your humidor and stuff. And it's like, why not 70-70? And I thought about something really important. Have you ever seen a 70% Boveda pack? Think about that. Have you ever seen a 70% Boveda pack? And that should answer your question. Wow, holy crap. Can you see? Can you see? This whole thing is a little colored. Yeah. If they don't make a 70% Boveda pack, why makes you think that you should be keeping 70% humidity? Why? All right. There we go. Eric.
What's up? What's up?
All right. And here's the thing, right? Some people is like, oh, you know, all of a sudden one day it was like 65 degrees or 60 degrees, and it shoots up to like 80% and stuff like that. I do have one episode where I explain how that works. All right, the colder it is, the less ability to hold moisture atmosphere has, and thus the humidity is higher. So think of it as the temperature is a bottle, all right, and the humidity is the water. So when you are hotter in temperature, you're thinking about a bigger bottle. Bottle gets bigger, so the humidity drops. All right, not because it's the same amount of water, like the same amount of water here, but the bottle got bigger when it's hot. When it's winter, bottle is smaller, same amount of water, so you're gonna get your relative humidity higher because the temperature dropped. All right, nothing in there changed. You had your humidor closed, nothing in there changed, but the calculation changed. Temperature versus relative humidity. Okay, so there we go. Time to smoke. What you got? What has everybody got for smoking today?
Be honest, I don't even know what I'm smoking. I know it's a La Palina. I don't know what it is. It's been
the
a while.
Goldie? Is it not the Goldie? It's not, right?
No, it's not the Goldie. I don't fucking know.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. This is so dark. You know, I almost to a point where I cannot trust what I read anymore. This thing is supposedly Ecuadorian wrapper, binder Dominican, fillers Dominican, 5 3/8 inches by 50. Robusto extra. I'm trying to find out what kind, because this one looks super leafy. Look at how dark this is for what it is.
Oh, that's the 30th, right?
It's LE05 30th anniversary. So
Yeah.
I just
gave
opened
you
it today.
You opened it today?
Yeah,
'Cause I
opened it
remember
today.
I gave you one of those.
No, you did not give me one of these.
I did.
I told you not to send me one because I
know.
have an entire box.
I did on accident. I gave you one, and you told me that you have an entire box.
Yeah, so I
So
had
you
this.
So you need to send it back.
I did not have it. Why else I would have smoked that instead of opening one?
Oh no, maybe I gave it to Val. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you did not send me one. I told you I have an entire box when you asked.
Yeah, maybe Val took it.
What was it?
The Avo LE05 30th anniversary
No, I didn't get that.
from 2018.
Hmm.
So I finally opened it today. And then the cello looks like there's a little bit age to it. A little bit,
What
not
up,
a lot.
Jesse?
Huh?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Jesse.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm gonna cut it and smoke. You kind of smell like San Andreas, but it's not.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But it's like it's semi ugly color.
I like that. I like that look of that cigar. To tell the truth, but I don't smoke Avo, so I just give them away. I don't even know why I have them.
All right, here we go. Barnyard coffee flower. Thank you. All right. Are you surprised? No, you're not.
What?
I said Barnyard coffee flower. Are you surprised? No, you're not.
Wow.
It's a little bit floral.
It's Avo.
That's what I say. Are you surprised?
Oh no, I might throw this cigar right in the trash. To tell the truth.
What the hell? Wow, the pressure on this thing just dropped. I literally saw a lot of. Wow, this thing's frozen. This thing is frozen. All right, let's see. Light this up. Hey, Brian. So today's topic, we want to talk about who's the big cheese of the industry, cigar industry, right? We want your opinion. We talked about this yesterday, not with you guys, but who's the big cheese of the industry? You think, right? And you guys can think about it like however your definition is, right? People in the chat room, you can think of it however the type of category you have. You can think of it, all right, because the cigar company make the most cigars, so they're the big cheese, right? Well, you can say the cigar company makes the most money, so they're the big cheese. So they might not make the most cigar, but they make a lot of money. They're big cheese. Well, you can think that the cigar company it feels the biggest. It owns the most brand, so they're the big cheese, right? Or you can think about cigar company has a guy that's most famous, so they're the big cheese. Let me know what you have for the top 3 big cheese.
Big cheese.
Big cheeses.
Why cheese?
That's the term. Big cheese. Come on.
That's not the term.
You could call them the Grand Kahuna.
I
Is that
don't
better?
know what.
Val, you don't call people big cheese? No?
No.
That's
No.
not a term that should be used?
No.
I mean, I've heard it before, but I've never used it.
Nobody used that, man.
No, big cheese is the thing.
The big, maybe the big dog. Who's the big dog?
No, the big
Okay.
dog is just like,
You know.
No, like, nobody uses it, man. It's
I use it because I heard it before. So
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it in the past. I've seen it used. I've never used that. You know?
I feel like the term big cheese is in a way like they think they are kind of thing. So like that's a big cheese. But
All
big
right,
dog
so-
is like the actual big dog, you know.
So, okay, so you can say like, who's the BMOC? You heard of that, right? Eric, you heard of that, right? BMOC.
No.
Okay, he's the big man on campus. Who's the star athlete? Who's the big guy on the campus? So it could be, you know, big cigar brand. Who's the big cigar brand? Who's the big? Now, are we talking cigar brand or
Cigar brand, not cigar, but brand.
okay?
Brand. The brand. The big brand.
Okay, so that
Who's
could
the
that
big
could
brand?
that could kind of fit the big cheese. Who's the big cheese?
It does not fit
It
down.
does. It does. Who's
Trap.
the big cheese and then who's got the cheese? Who else got the cheese?
No.
Who's got the slice?
Can I like here's people in the chat room? Can I and kind of anybody else ever heard of the term big cheese? Because I have, you know, this
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
this term's used in the 90s when I was here.
But that's nobody used that, man.
Well, it may be obsolete or outdated, but it's been used.
Yeah, I didn't say it never said been used, but it's like nobody say that.
Listen, Eric, the fact of the matter is you've lived a sheltered life, okay?
Oh, I live a shelter. Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Self-imposed. You're like a hermit.
It's an actual
about it.
term.
Bro, I'm not saying it's not a term. I'm saying that nobody uses that.
Yeah, but it's a term. It's just in my era, not in yours. Yeah, see, right, guys. Say he here, what, no, here and there.
Yeah, I
Cigar
get
Social
it.
Club says it's
I
East
get
Coast
you
thing.
heard it here and there, but it's not like a thing that people say. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard a lot of people say it. Well,
How
yeah,
about-
maybe it is an East Coast thing back in the 90s.
How about who's got the big guns? You heard of that phrase, right? Who's got the
Yeah.
big guns?
I take that. Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like the big cheese. Like what? And plus, I did grow up in East Coast. Bro. What are you talking about?
You did grow up in East Coast, but we grew up like a whole generation difference.
Yeah. So a lot of your
It's a generation gap that we have, and this is right. Like, you know, I'm not saying that this is abnormal. Like I said, sometimes I don't get some dad joke and stuff like that. That's a whole 2-3 generation difference plus cultural. But that's the term I used. So, you know, out here West Coast, people don't talk like that, to be honest. Yeah, you know, like big cheese is almost like older people talking to younger people kind of thing. Oh, you think you're the big cheese? You know, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Because I think of like when I think of it is like in a big cheese. When somebody says like big cheese, it's an important person, but it doesn't have to be true. That's when it's big cheese. Like when it's a big dog, that's the guy, man. That's the guy, you know. Big boss, big dog, you know. I don't know. It could be an Irish thing in Boston.
Barking the wrong tree, bro.
Trust me, I wasn't barking at your tree. Your tree is only that big. Big cheese equal big money. All right. So yeah, give us your top 3. Give us your top 3. And then if you want to, give us the reason why you choose those 3. And then we can kind of go over and think about it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun one. So,
All right.
'cause
Give us your top
argue-
3.
we did have a little poll in our group last night for that too. So yeah, I want to see what people think.
Yeah. There's like consistently 2, and the other ones are the third one is a hard one.
Then the
Right.
third one's a hard one. Yep.
Right? You can pretty much think of which 2 is the top dog. And then the third one. All right, that's a good example. Joey think that Drew Estate is a big dog, but if you think about it, Drew Estate is a small dog. All right, and this is what I'm saying, right? This is where you kind of think, oh, Drew Estate must be big. They have farm and all that stuff, right? they actually don't make that much cigar. They don't make that much money, and they got bought out by Swisher Sweet. So actually, Jewish Day is not a big dog. The Swisher Sweet is the big dog, if you want to look at it that way, right? So Swisher Sweet is the big dog. And here's the thing: we're not trying to criticize anybody, right? We're just like we're trying to critique that, and then maybe we'll reach the final three.
Yeah, it's hard to say Drew State is a big dog because big dog don't get buyout.
Right? Not to critique anybody's answer, but we wanted to get to the real final three at the end, right? After we cross this off, cross this off, we'll get to the final three. But let's get there. Right? Put your opinions on there. Don't worry about it. We're talking about it, yes, but
don't worry about it.
There really is no right answer. But let's see how many of them we can beat down until the life over.
Till we get the big three.
Yeah. Right.
Or the big cheese nowadays.
The big cheese. How many of them can we melt? And the last one stand.
I give you that. But I think in their availability as a factor, much of it does come from Swisher Sweet.
Are you guys planning to have Sahakians on the show? Who's that?
Who the hell's that?
Edward Sahakian from England. Edward and Eddie, the older gentleman, and his son.
Bro, he's in London. We ain't gonna fuck in hell no.
All right. Not for nothing. If they're on the show, by the time the show ended, they just lit up their cigars. They take that long to lit up their cigars.
They're just gonna hate me more.
They take that long to lit up their cigars.
Bro,
we'll be talking. We'll be
Why?
talking. They're still doing this.
And like when we
All right, everybody, it's 11. That's it for the day. Oh, it's lit. Oh, it's Virgin Puff.
and plus when we do our live, it's basically morning over there for them, so it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
One day down off third place, it's a draw between my father Ash and Padrones.
Okay.
Okay, I mean that's EPC Placencia, Alino Diaz is not a brand.
Yeah, it's gotta be a brand. It's gotta be a brand. But we'll take the EPC and Placencia.
Yeah.
And I really think EPC and Placencia. I think EPC is not as big.
Yeah, I don't think EPC falls in a big brand category. They're a good brand. They're a big boutique brand, I want to say.
Ethan, I'm smoking the LEO5 30th anniversary from Avo. Kirby's too posh. So yeah, the thing about like that is if you compare the size, the multitude of things, right? Placencia like produce 70% of all cigars from Nicaragua out there, right? And they have their own brand. They make $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Compared to that, EPC really is not even close. It's not even close.
And-
not even the same category.
Yeah,
Right.
and Placencia is relatively new in the cigar of their own industry.
And
They're tobacco suppliers. They are a resource,
yeah.
a big source. But getting their own cigar brand out there, they're relatively new to the industry. But a
they
well-known brand.
Well, that's the thing. They produce
EPC
other people's cigar. They roll other people's cigars.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But again, they
But
are
as a
big
company-
in the industry,
Yeah.
but relatively new to their own cigar brand.
But as a in the industry, I would say that they're a big dog. Like no one will mess with Placencia. If you mess with Placencia, you're not gonna get Nicaraguan tobacco.
Okay, if you go by that standard, then you got to put Oliva up there too.
Oliva is General Cigar. It's not. So you gotta say it's General Cigar.
All right, well, General Cigar.
But General Cigar is how they operate is buying other brands. I don't think the overall there.
I just noticed this. So Oliva is general, right?
Mhm.
But we sure about this, right?
Yeah. Well, they're heritage, right? So all the heritage brands one place. I think.
I don't.
Maybe I might be
when
wrong.
General-
In my
when you
mind,
say-
I thinking all the General Cigars owns all the heritage brands.
The thing is, like, general cigars to me are like descendant of the Cubans, right?
Or
Oh,
they
it was
can
bought
be.
out 2016. Hold on, huh? It was bought out
Right?
2016.
Well,
Am I wrong?
they're names that were
Yeah, from Cuba.
brought over, but not
Yeah, it's
necessarily. Yeah, there were
Oliva.
names that were used.
Oliva was never a Cuban brand, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they never was. So I don't think they fall into the general cigars.
Hold on 1 second.
Warp is also yeah, but Warp is not a big dog. Davidoff, Padron, Fuente are up there. But I
So
don't know.
the brand launched in 1995. Okay, and uses Plasencia Honduran factory to put for production.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're not general.
Right. Hold on. Yeah. And then they got bought out.
Were they bought out by the Scandinavian group?
J. Quartz Cigars. J. Cordes cigar.
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, let's look at what J. Cordes have.
Well, I'm going to throw a name out there that was new to me as a big brand. That's J.C. Newman.
J.C. Newman is not that big though, and they're like, and in theory, J.C. Newman is not even a premium cigar company.
Oh, come on now.
What is the definition of premium cigar?
Yeah, but all.
I mean,
all,
look at
bro,
they
not all the cigars fucking Cuban sandwich, man.
look at they
No,
have,
no. I'm not
they-
saying
they-
Cuban sandwich is the problem. This cigar's machine made.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Well, all the big ones are.
No. Diamond Crown is handmade.
Yeah, bro, what? The American is handmade. A lot of the cigars is actually handmade.
Julius Caesar. All right, Black Diamond.
A lot of the cigar, the premium cigar is not.
Those are like its own brand. I mean, they are not really.
The J.C. Newmans.
Wow.
What?
Hold on, one moment. Let me sort one out at a time, okay?
at
J.
they-
Cordes is a family-run company. Passion cigar. Okay, what do they own? What do they own? Don't they have a wiki page? Does anybody even know?
Nope,
But
I'm not.
to me, I never thought Oliva was general. Tell the truth.
I in my mind, it's like all the heritage, all the old cigars are owned by them. But then it makes sense because that's the only company that put that much money in advertisement with Cigar Aficionado. Because like you would think that if it's owned by General, all of them would be.
No. In my opinion, no.
No, I say if General was to, like say if Oliva is owned by General and General put money into Oliva's advertisement, they will have put the same thing. On all of
Because
them.
from what I learn and know is General usually own cigars company that was heritage to Cuba.
Yeah. Okay, so there's another umbrella on top of that. Okay, I just found another on top. Vendor Merlier. Vendor. Okay, this is complicated. I thought it was gonna be easier than that. Vendor Marlier. Vendor Mar.
Well, just Google is
Yeah.
Oliva Cigars part of General?
It's not.
Then yeah.
Yeah, but I want to see what under what umbrella they are now. You only have two brands. Only have two brands. So Vendor is owned by a company called Vendor Marlier Cigar. There we go. It's a Belgian company. All right, so let's go back to that. What are we talking about? The other brand?
J.C. Newman.
Oh, J.C. Newman. Yeah. I don't really know exactly which one that they use hand and exactly which one is machine made, but they pride on their machines. They pride in their machine
They
process.
pride on their machine for short filler and Cuban sandwiches.
So let's take a look at that. JC Newman.
Yes, most of their handmade
Yeah.
stuff
It's
is
premium.
done by Fuentes
Yeah.
because they have a long
Very-
relationship going back to way back when.
So
Way
yeah, so
back.
they are very prideful of their machine for the Cuban sandwich, short filler, chop filler, stuff like that. Yes.
But isn't
I-
that just tells you? But then isn't that place the JC
That
Newman
doesn't
cigar for
mean
you?
they don't have a premium cigar, man.
No. But doesn't that place the JC Newman for you because they depend on the Fuentes now? So Fuente is definitely a big dog,
Yeah,
but not
yeah, well,
necessarily
yeah.
that.
JC Newman is
okay,
not.
wait a minute. Let's not say they depend on the Fuente stuff. It's a equal relationship. Fuentes did this for him, and Newman did something for Fuentes, and that's what formed their relationship.
But okay, hold on. When you say Fuente did something for, JC Newman did something for them, what did they do?
I believe they were the marketing people in the United States for Fuentes, and part of that agreement, because you have to remember there was a transition going on. All right, machine made stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to remember. I think Newman started out in the Midwest. I want to say Ohio, something. I want to say the Ohio area, somewhere in Ohio. Okay. And as time went by, they decided to move their stuff to the West Coast, not the West, East Coast. So they're going to Florida. And somehow they met up with Fuentes. And I don't know how they met up, but they met. And a big thing was that Newman recognized the fact that handmade cigars were still very strong and popular in the US, but his company, I think, was well known for affordable cigars for the American public, and mostly, if not all, were machine made, with the exception of maybe one or two. So he connected with Fuentes, and Fuentes agreed to do his handmade stuff, bring it over, and as part of that agreement, Newman says, okay, then we will market your stuff here in the States. I think that's something, I think that's kind of what I remember how the story goes. I'm not 100% sure. You have to do some research on it.
Yeah, it says that JC Newman is running a Fuente sales force in the US.
Okay, so they did the legwork and marketing for their product in the United States. And then, okay, you do this for me,
Yeah.
I'll do that for you.
And I guess some cigars are handmade, and the other, like the most recent one that they tried to boast, like Americas and stuff like that, those are made by machines. But I don't have a full list of here what's made by machine, what's not. So, and all the one that other people made,
I watched a whole documentary on JC Newman Factory.
Mhm.
And
Well, then you should know this.
then you should know this, yeah.
no. They just talked about JC Newman. They didn't talk about Fuente.
Well, wait,
For
they do,
that document.
there's got to be some kind of mention of that in there.
No, it's for JC Newman Factory, not their cigars. It's like
Because
how
I
they make.
remember the Americas get a huge backlash for how much it costs being a machine-made cigar.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like they are very prideful with their top filler, Cuban sandwiches, cigars
Right.
from machine.
Toby was smoking the Avo. He's smoking a La Polina, and Val, what are you smoking?
I have no idea what I'm smoking.
Yeah, that's what happened when you don't put a ban, people. Cigar company, put a ban on it because we have no idea what we saw.
No, I tell you what, this cigar did have a band on it at one time, and I got the cigar from somebody, and the band was taken off. A number was put on the cello, and they were supposed to get a card to let you know if you pick out cigar number 1, smoke it, and then look at the card and see what you smoked.
I got it. I think somebody was someone for overseas was doing that. So that's what it is a while back. Yeah.
The problem was I got the cigars. I got them in a nice pouch with a Boveda bag
Mhm.
packet, and the cellos were all numbered, but they forgot to put the cart sheet in there.
Go back,
So
ask them, what was it?
I could tell, hey, look, and I'm smoking number 6. Okay, but what month is it? I don't know. You didn't put a month on the bag, so I can't tell you what month or year it is.
All right. So it was a planning issue. Okay. So we're putting. So like we're scrutinizing it, right? So we're doing Fuente, Davidoff, My Father's, Ashton, Padron, EPC already killed, right? Plasencia, Lilo Diaz is not brand, so we move on from there. And you guys say JC Newman, right?
I said I thought JC Newman.
All right, JC Newman.
The thing about Ashton is a Fuente, so
Ashton is a Fuente, yeah. So that goes back to Fuente.
So it goes back to Fuente. So Fuente's got to be in there, of course.
Fuente
is definitely in there.
is like no dispute of that because a lot of people put Fuente.
I mean, let me just say this, right? If you go to DR, if you ever travel to Dominican through their airport, you will know that that in DR Fuente family is the big dog. Okay, because their freaking thing sign is literally when you enter, it's right in front of you. So big, it wasn't small, it was big.
It wasn't like a little poster.
So-
it was like a fucking like portrait.
So if I stop off at the airport and go into their shop and I say, hey, yeah, you got any Camachos?
They have they're not short of Opus X, I tell you that.
Yeah, they're once you go to their tax-free shop, Opus is one of the wall.
Yeah, it's like one whole wall. There you go, Opus. Here you go.
Okay, so we know that they're the big dog for sure. They're not even the cheese; they're the dog. Okay, they're the boss. All right, they are like. I don't think you can make cigars in DR talking trash about them. They have a relationship pretty much with everybody, right? And based on what we know, you go near their house, you know it's their house. Or somebody will make you find out. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely a big dog. So Fuente is definitely on the top. Fuente is definitely on the top. No question. All right.
And what we know in theory wise is
Well, how do you say in theory? In theory,
in theory, they are the only one that could do certain things with tobacco that nobody else wants to do. To tell the truth. That's why they keep burning it.
in DR, okay, in DR, and burn the warehouse in the US. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, we don't want to get into. I want to live. I want to live. All right, so let's just say Fuente is definitely one of the big dogs. Right, I personally feel like Plasencia is the big dog in Nicaragua, but so is Padron. Padron is definitely a big dog.
Padron is like.
Well, yeah, so when you have that cigar that came out, the Legend,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, we talked about that too. And yeah. It's just
Right, but hey, it's kind of fun. Is it really a legend if two of you decide to make a cigar for yourself?
they are legends for doing
Yes, it would be a legendary moment.
No. But think of this. It makes more sense if somebody say, I'm going to make a cigar called Legend in honor of those two people. That's one thing, right? First is, we're the legend, so we got to make a cigar for us to call us the legend.
Well, the thing is, like, they don't need nobody else to tell them that they're the legend, bro. They know that they're the legend. Like, that's the
Right.
problem.
I understand they can. They definitely have what it takes, right? But it's just kind of weird, you know? It's like, I'm going to make a cigar on behalf of myself. You know, here's the thing. Here's the problem. I can't call myself, but I'm going to call you, and you're going to call me.
Man.
That's what it looks like, right?
Just imagine those two guys, oh, that's all. Come and greet each other. What's up, legends?
Hey, nice to see you, Legend. Oh, I just saw you yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It was good.
You know what I
That-
mean? Like, and that's how the cigar was born.
Right? So I would think Fuente and Padron definitely up there. Davidoff will have some concern about that. Yeah, I think there is that he considered is because he have this whole thing. He's the only Dominican cigar thing that kind of fight against Cuba. Like he's gonna tell them to fuck themselves, right? So that you know,
I think, tell the truth, I think that's in the history of the Fuentes, the Padrones, the Plasencia. It's all in that history, right? They all fuck Cuban.
Yeah, and think about this way, right? Davidoff is like the one of the biggest sponsor for what's fighting on behalf of the industry, right? The PCAs and stuff like that is funded. It's like sponsored, right? So they're pretty big, and they're worldwide. Davidoff's worldwide. They have like most important lounge in the most important airports and stuff like that is all Davidoff.
Cohiba is pretty big dog.
Well, Cohiba, which one?
Which one?
Well,
If General Cigar, now we're talking about General Cigar.
General Cigars.
If he talking about General Cigars, no.
Right? Keep in mind, Cohiba, General Cigar can only call Cohiba in the US. In the UK, it's called Silencio.
You know, when you're a superhero in the US and you're a pussy outside of it, it's kind of hard to call you a big dog.
Plasencia is relatively young for their own brand, but they are the biggest in Nicaragua. Yeah, in terms of producing tobacco.
And produce.
Yes. Like I was saying before, they make 70% of our Nicaraguan tobacco. So they are big. And the only one that can say we're organic, which I think all stuff are organic, really, to be honest. What is these plant not organic product? They're organic. But they can say that. They can say that, right? And then Plasencia didn't have to have a brand. Like from what I heard, is that one day Plasencia just like, you know what? We got leftover tobaccos. What we gonna do with those? Make our own brand. Make our own brand. And people's like, you make the tobacco. I don't know if you should make a brand. And then Plasencia said, you know what? I'm just gonna make it stupid expensive. Stupid expensive so nobody compete. I'm not competing anybody. I'm making it stupid expensive. And turns out they are actually competing because now cigar prices are going up. It's the same range now.
The
only one that matters, Cuban.
He's talking about the Cohiba one that we talked about.
Right. But
he's not wrong for that.
Yeah, I mean Cohiba Cuban is a big dog, but
it's big boy.
I mean, who's gonna tell them off? If you tell off, one of the Castros coming after your ass.
Well, who's gonna tell them off, bro? Really? We live in that country that tell them off.
No, we live in that country that I don't want to see you.
We live in a country like fuck you. We ain't gonna do shit with you. That's what we're doing.
Right? Well, actually, no, we're not that country. No, we're the opposite. We're the opposite. We're not the country that say fuck you. We don't want to see you. We're like, please, can we see him already? Like grandpa says that we can't see them, and he's long gone. We want to see him.
Shut up. Shut up.
Not to mention, grandfather decided to say, we're not gonna see you again, but give me all the leftover stuff before you go. Okay? So that's a problem. That's a problem, right? It's not that we don't want to see them. It's that I think, if anything, General Cigar has a lot to do with why they are still not here.
Oh, man.
Like every time a president's like, you know what? We should lift the embargo. General Cigar's, no. You see how many stuff I have on their portfolio? Have you seen those? No. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there is something to it. But
a little too late now.
Yeah. But let's limit this to the U.S. brand. My apology. I didn't really say it to like U.S. brand.
Yeah, because Cuban we know how big Cuban is.
Yeah,
Cuban
is, you can't beat it. Other than America, everybody's Cuban.
Yeah. Cuban is all.
But technically, the entire Cuban brand, the dictator himself.
Yep.
Yeah. They produce as much as he wants, not produce as much as they want. They don't have control over it. So.
But no, you gotta give it to Cuban though. Cuban is one of the beasts.
They have been doing this for so long, for the same process, the same kind of like strict process that they had it set. They don't want to make new shit. They don't need to make new shit. They can make the same old shit, have the same blend, and you'll never complain. You'll never complain. And you'll pay whatever price you want for it. So yeah. Yeah, they're not the big dog, they're the top dog. But their top dog, they're not fighting the same ring as these cheese. They're not in the same ring. Top dogs all the way in the top box, watching on the TV to see them fight it out. Yeah, you guys keep coming out new stuff. And you guys keep pumping out those cigars, just send it out. I don't care what country.
Yeah. You know, those Behike, yeah. $1 billion, go for it.
Yeah. Roll 1 million of those, keep me like $200 in my room. That's how it looks like over there, right? Technically. So, yeah. So now we have Plasencia, Davidoff, Padron, Fuente, JC Newman. Did I miss anything?
We already take JC Newman out, man.
Wait. JC Newman is
Sorry,
huge.
Mel. I know what you're trying to do.
But
They're
internal
huge.
market, I think internal market is actually tiny.
Hey, they're worldwide. They're in 60-something countries in the world.
Well, if we gotta talk about how many country things are, then we'll have to put Gurkha in there.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Gurkha is in more country than JC Newman.
well, let's put them on the list. Gurkies.
Gurkies.
Turkeys.
Put the
Mel, you
Gurks
can't
on
put
there.
something on the list, but you don't want to say their name right. Okay?
Right.
Put the Gurks on there. Put the Gurkhas
Right?
on there.
Think about this way, right? Gurkha is the only one with $1 million cigar. Who else comes out to make $1 million cigar? Padron is the #1 seller. There's 48% all sale being sell. Based on
Padron does sell a lot.
they do sell a lot, but remember yesterday I looked up how much the revenue is in comparison. Padron actually don't have that much revenue.
I'm just saying, I don't go to a shop without seeing. I mean, never mind. I don't want to say that because it could.
I've seen shop without Padron. I've seen shop without Padron.
I don't know what shop you go to, but
Well, some small shop has some really small humidors that don't have Padron.
Yeah, so yeah.
It does happen. It does happen. New World, no one's beating Fuente. Closest that one that may have is My Father.
my father.
I think My Father's portfolio is nowhere near Padron or Davidoff. But My Father, everybody knows. My Father's a guy everybody knows. Then if you just say My Father, so is AJ Fernandez.
Yes.
AJ Fernandez is everywhere. And at one
AJ
point, they make everybody
Fernandez is
cigars.
everywhere.
Right? They make a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. It does tough, right? It depends what your definition of the top dog is. Got to be. Is it more sale? Is it most sales? Is it highest revenue? Is it most company under their belt? It's tough.
I just want to know what. I just want to see what people.
Yeah.
What you know.
And I feel like
what
there's
did
a
you
tier
see
thing.
in Big Three in cigar.
I feel like this tier thing, right? Like for just look at it, right? When you look at La Union versus the Legend,
No comparison.
right?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I feel like there is a tier thing going on. And I think like, Padron, Fuente, Davidoff, they're like one tier, right? And then like, My Father's, Pacencia, and AJ, they are another category. Or even Rocky Patel is in the same category.
I would put Rocky Patel the next tier down.
Well, yeah,
You
but
would,
then
put them, you would put them in the third tier, not the
Yeah.
second tier?
Yeah, I would say that. Top big dogs are easily Fuente, Padron, and Davidoff.
people who
Who
don't
don't
smoke
want-
still don't know that. Yeah, that's true. Who doesn't know Davidoff? Like, Everybody knows Davidoff. Okay, if you smoke any cigar at all, you gotta think that the few things on the industry, right? Even if you just got into the cigar hobby, in your head, you already thought about Padron. You don't know what cigar it is. You just thought about Padron. People smoke it for celebration. You know Oro Blanco, one of the crazy most expensive cigar because you just heard of it, right? And you know Opus X. You feel like that's the unicorn you can never get, right? Anybody who just joined into the cigar industry or cigar hobby would think about those things. They all either one. They were like, I wish I'll have a purple ring one day, right? Or I wish I have a Oro Blanco one day, right?
I don't know. My definition of the big three is like what the community think of the company as well. Not just based. I don't base on sell too much. I just like what does the community look when they talk about a company or. I'm more community.
He's looking for representation, the fame, for him. I looking for sales, revenues, market, how big a market they have, right? So everybody has a different definition of what big dog is really like, right? Because if you look at it, Plasencia, as a cigar company that sells just rolled cigar, like product, they probably didn't make a lot of money. But in terms of how much they make out of selling tobacco and roll other people's tobacco, that's crazy. I just told you, $38 million. $38 million a year. Sales don't really matter. Really don't matter as much as notoriety.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that because a lot of time it's the fame, right? Like what they went through. So for cigar industry, a lot of them is the history, the legendary history, is the romance behind it, right?
But if we're pushing out sales, man, there's a lot of stuff that cigars.
Well, if they push out sales, and then I guess Swisher Sweet is the big dog. Swisher Sweet sell.
Yeah, like you can't compete them, right?
Right? They're like the Walmart of cigars. But we want to see other people's opinion, right? Because if you ask us, probably the same three.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it all night last night, and then we're like, okay, which one is the big dog, right? Because I in my mind, I think Plasencia is out there because I think that you cannot mess with Plasencia, right? Just think about that. Mess with Plasencia, you don't get your tobaccos. How important is that, right? You mess with Fuente, you don't get your tobaccos. You mess with Plasencia, you don't get your tobacco. You mess with Padron, you definitely don't get your tobaccos.
Yeah, I think those are three that I picked yesterday when I typed it into the chat.
And then you mess with Davidoff, okay, you got international issues. But at the same time, we already know who else messed with Davidoff. Gurkha.
Yeah.
And Gurkha's big. Gurkha. I was talking about this yesterday, right? Regardless how much we don't like Gurkha flavors, right? Regardless how much we don't like Gurkha cigars, guess what? Every cigar shop still carry it.
Yes.
Why? Because they sell.
They sell.
They sell.
Can't forget. Yes, I can.
Monte Cristo, I think it's iffy. I don't know. Monte Cristo, I think it's iffy. Backwoods are the biggest buyer of broadleaf for their cigars. It's exclusive. People will say that it's a big dog. Most folk believe Andalusian bowl of a big dog, if a big dog cigar. Is a big dog cigar?
Yeah, but we're not talking about cigars.
Yeah, we're not talking about cigars, right? We're talking. I mean, LFD. I don't think they're a big dog.
No, LFD. No, they have one.
LFD's not a big
They have
dog.
two cigars that are famous, and the rest of them you guys never smoked.
the rest of it is like, all right, it's kind of it is what it is.
Right? Monte Cristo is well known. It's because there's some Casa de Monte Cristo lounges, and the Cuban Monte Cristo. Some people like. I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't like the construction.
Yeah, that's the carryover of the name.
Right.
Yeah,
Monte Cristo. That's the carryover from Cuba. That's the notoriety that it brings over. Is it a good cigar? Yeah, it's a good cigar. But
yeah, our president didn't tell you came in late. We tried to limit this to the U.S. market.
Yeah, we're not because we already know what Cuban power.
Yeah, you can't beat any of the Cuban brands. Those are the big dog. If you want to talk about it, like all Cuban brands are the big dog because they're the original. They're the OG.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah.
That's no debating.
Yeah. In fact, if there's no those OGs, the cigars we have today probably wouldn't be.
Today we don't have it.
Right? All these skills and technology and all that stuff, and the blend all came from people that used to work in those company and escape Cuba and then make their own.
Yep.
So those are the top dog. We call those like the top dog. They're not even a big cheese. They're the top dog. They look at the big cheese and laugh all day. They're like, why you guys try so hard? We make the same shit every day. You know?
So
So we're just talking about the big cheese, not the top dog. Big cheese.
I can't get over it. I can't get over that. I don't.
We're not talking about top dog. We're talking about the big dog. Not top dog. Big dog.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
Right. So
But yeah, it seemed like it's
we
the same
have some sort of consensus between Fuente and Padron. Like I said, the third one's hard.
Yeah.
The third one's hard.
Fuente, Padron,
Because like,
Fuente, Padron, Placencia.
People say Davidoff too. So
yeah, but I think like Davidoff is probably way much more famous than Placencia. Like I said, you guys already say that, right?
Well,
That Placencia is relatively young.
I like, yeah. I think because Davidoff has more of an international spectrum.
Yeah, not only international. Davidoff has history. People actually want to know this history. Why is Davidoff no longer sell Cuban? They used to sell Cubans.
tell the truth, Davidoff is known for more luxurious than the other two top dog, big dog, whatever.
Mhm. Gentleman, like, you know, the luxurious feel. That's Davidoff. Davidoff presents that.
Oliva. Talking about Presidente, man. Bring that up.
They are a luxury brand, yeah. And that Davidoff, unfortunately, now we only talk about cigar here, but Davidoff make from perfume, coffee, like, you know, clothes to like, you know, everything. They
Hey,
make quite a bit of stuff.
won't they make coffee too?
I haven't drank the Fuente coffee yet.
I
don't know.
haven't. I need to send it to you.
Nobody beats Great Cliff.
Oh God! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Wow.
Who is this guy?
Long live the
Rick?
Timbers.
Where's Rick? Hey, roll. Oh God.
Yeah. So I think we have consensus. Davidoff, Padron, and Fuente. And then really like the ones that we listed afterwards are second tier. Well, like even lower tier. So yeah, big dog, big cheese. You know,
Okay, now we keep making.
you gotta keep pushing it down until you have it, right? Because I feel like those sub brands or more budget friendly brands are there. They have like, you know, for example, Perdomos. A lot of people. know. Pravada, like Pravada Club.
Pravada what?
Pravada Club is definitely not. They're like cult. They are a cult. Pravada Cigar Club is a cult.
Is he talking about the?
It's not, wait. It's
Okay,
not,
is he
it's
talking
not a
about the
cult.
or about the smash on the wrong person? One of it.
Provider Cigar Club is not a cult, it's a movement.
Val,
It's a
get off your high
movement.
horse.
It's a definition difference. Okay, I got it. All right.
Val.
Pravada Club is our sales technique. There's no history behind it, and it's just marketing. It's just
And
marketing.
what is big about them?
Yeah, they haven't made anything amazing to me, at least. Yeah, Pravada Club. I think a lot of people don't even know that. Like, you know, a lot of time if you go out there and talk about Pravada Club, they'll be like, "What, Liga Pravada? Are we talking about Liga number 9?" You know.
But then that's fall in the Drew Estate category, right?
Yeah, that's the Drew Estate thing, but
But Drew say again, Swisher Sweets.
You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Drew Estate is big. 5 farms and all that stuff. Five factories. They're quite big. But I think that, in my opinion, even though they're big in production in the U.S., I don't think they're.
Hey, don't say it, bro, because they have Swiss Sweet a lot of
Yeah,
places.
I'm trying to find the right term.
everywhere have a gas station, Tony. I want to let you know.
I want to give the right, like I say, they're the Walmart, right? And then you know, they're the Walmart of the
'cause
industry.
I need to stop you there, man, because shit.
Saying Pravada is a movement, not cult. It's like saying MAGA is a movement and not cult.
Oh God, MAGA, please stop.
I don't know. Let's not get into politics in here, okay? Let's not get into politics here because I know some
Leave that
people
leave
would
that
do
alone.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. But Pravada is like really a structured marketing for you to buy cigars that you had to believe is worth what it is. What is MAGA?
We could leave that alone.
Yeah, we gotta leave that alone. You gotta Google that. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you can find that instantly on AI answer on the top as soon as you type that. Yeah, that one we'll leave alone because I feel like that one will create a small fight. A small fight.
Small fight, bro. You can torch.
Hey, well, let's duke it out. What is MAGA? I never heard of it.
Really? You want to duke it out, Val? Really?
Y'all really want
I
to?
never heard of
I'm
it, so why not?
surprised.
Hey,
I'm
slap me.
surprised.
Go ahead.
I don't know. All I know is I do know, but I just want to put this. Elon called y'all dumb. I just want to let you know that if y'all didn't know, kept the whiff. Yeah.
I heard y'all coming out with a cigar. Yes, it's not out yet, but yes. We have hey.
I'm in the shadow. I'm in the shadow.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we have a few episodes talking about those. Yeah, if you want more details, those episodes probably help you out.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I am very proud of it.
But hey, I mean, I'm okay with changing the topic to MAGA, but do you guys really want to fight that out? I really think there's no point.
There's no point in that one for MAGA. My MAGA is, and then we can relate that with Pravada.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Regardless of what that stands, what that behind the story was, you can't disagree with that term because he's not the first one that said it. We never had a problem when another president said it. Besides, who doesn't want that? Just
right.
just how it's done has a disagreement, but I'm pretty sure all Americans wants that.
Yeah, okay, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. That's
See, like it's really hard for me to turn to circle around the words. You know, it's really hard to say that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
it
I was wrong. I was wrong. I was
Thank
in
you.
error.
You were
Thank you.
mistaken. Right
I
in the middle of the US.
misunderstood.
yeah. I'm like walking over there, and I literally there's like a cliff in front of me. I'm like slowly tiptoe towards that cliff. Not great cliff, but cliff. You know, I'm very close to that cliff. I'm about to fall down. You know, oof. Okay, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I was wrong.
Yeah. See, I was like, Val want to talk about.
No, I was mistaken. I thought it meant something different. I did. I'm thinking football term. I'm thinking sports.
Oh no, Val. If you know it's football term, I will go nuts, Val.
Yeah, you will jump on that.
So yeah, no, okay,
Thank you. So I don't have to fall into that cliff. All right.
no.
Because it's really hard to find the right term for that. Like how am I gonna say this? You know, I have trouble saying that. Okay, so now we have the consensus.
Yeah, we do.
And we have that tier. Right? So the top tier, Fuente, Davidoff, and Patron. Second tier, probably my father's AJ and
Great
Plasencia.
Okay.
Plasencia.
Val.
And technically, I don't know. If you duke it out, my father AJ and JC and Plasencia, which one will be the smallest?
I take Plasencia. I take Plasencia for one.
You take Plasencia for one?
Yeah, it's so much better than the rest. Like a lot better, actually. Plasencia is so good that they almost in God tier, right? You know what I mean?
So,
Yeah.
such a short time too. Such a short
Yeah,
amount of
in
time.
a short time. Give them a little more time. They will be one of them.
Like who doesn't smoke an Alma Forte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't,
We'll
I
send you the-
highly suggest you go get one right now.
And whoever smoked one and say it's not good, tell me. Let me know.
Like I think there's it will be a very tough one to say Alma Forte is bad.
it's kind of insane, actually. It's kind of
Right.
like, man, you only smoke Connecticut, huh?
Right. So that's a tough one. That's a yeah. They for what it is, I think the company's already big, but for their own brand, it doesn't seem that big. But it seems like every place I go, I can find Placencia. I can find Placencia more than I can find Padron, to be honest with you.
I haven't seen that. I've seen places without Presencia, but I have not seen a place without Padron.
Like for example, like if you go to a humidor, not necessarily a lounge, a humidor.
Yeah, I know,
Sometimes you don't see Padron
dude.
because they're too small to carry.
I went to a humidor, and the humidor don't have much, but I definitely have Padron, but no Presencia.
Right? I've seen Placencia. Well, here's the thing, right? Padron is not a boutique.
No,
Placencia is. Right? Now we're doing like, mass production versus boutique. Placencia is one of the best things to smoke out there easily. Yeah, I agree.
but they like Presencia is a boutique, but they are borderlining it.
Because the amount they're producing start to ramp up.
Yeah,
Right.
it's ramping
But so
up.
is a lot of companies, though. I feel like a lot of companies are like, they produce way more than a boutique, but they consider themselves boutique.
Like Presencia is like really like I almost can't even call it boutique. Tell the truth.
Right? Their portfolio is not that big. in
It's
terms
not
of
big,
how
but
many they have.
the
Yeah.
production that they pump out is
Mhm.
it's insane.
Like I don't think the industry has a definitive definition of what boutique is. It's all like the company called themselves boutique.
Yeah. Tell the truth. The way that I see boutique company when they call themselves boutique is it's like a new company or just newly company come out and they can't do a lot and they call themselves boutique, right?
Oh, okay, let's put that in
That's how I
perspective,
look
right?
at it.
Is DTT a boutique?
I think so.
He's getting to Presencia borderlining it again with him. He used to be boutique. He used to
Right.
be.
The production line is quite
The production line is
but
getting
he's
pumped.
considered a boutique brand. He's considered a boutique brand.
Yes, but he's borderlining it right now too.
Yeah, he's really borderlining it right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Another example would be, I had it in my head. Hold on. Shit, I had it in my head and I just lost it because it was
Yeah,
a
the boutique,
DTT.
like if I say when I say boutique, I was thinking like Paustani.
Postagni.
Same thing.
Postagni.
Postani.
All right, how about this?
It's like Cavalier Boutique.
Yeah, Cavalier is like boutique. Yes.
What's that brand?
Okay.
I had to see the box to remember that brand. I know the brand. I have it in my head. I just lost the name. Hold on.
Black Label Trading Company's Boutique.
El Presidente. There will be no
All
but
right.
no.
Is Rojas a boutique?
Yes.
Rojas has nationwide distribution.
It's still boutique.
It's everywhere.
Still boutique.
I
don't
think it's
know.
boutique.
I haven't.
I think it's boutique, but I can find them everywhere.
I don't know much about Rojas, so
Rojas started out just Texas, and boom, everywhere has it now. It's crazy. Everywhere.
That's called good marketing.
Right, but when you have that wide of distribution, doesn't that lead you out of the boutique?
No, because I cannot put them at the same level as as the other guys.
right?
I can't put them at the same tier on the same shelf with Placentia.
See, that's the thing. Right guy says he doesn't have a huge catalog, but I don't think he doesn't produce a lot of cigars because you got to be able to distribute nationwide. That's quite a bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got distribution nationwide, but he's got what? How many lines does he have? 5 lines?
No, and they also have house blend. They make a lot of house blend.
Well, okay, house blends. Okay.
Especially in Texas area, every shop seems to have a house blend for Rojas.
Yeah, that's his home state.
That's
Right.
home state. It's different. If you don't have cigars in your home state, you fucked up somewhere.
Right, guys, says I'm in Arizona. I never see a Roja. That's because one of the store that definitely have it closed down. I think it's called Embargo. I think that closed down. Embargo closed down. As far as I know, I might be wrong. I think they closed down, and they were like 100% boutique, and they have Rojas. I think. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Why would you go 100%? Bro, you fucked up. You
They
go
were
100%.
100% boutique.
Like, why would you do that? Jesus.
Right?
That's so bad.
Like I think I talked about this to someone before, like what constitutes as boutique, and boutique is just not a large production. But then again, see, that's right. Embargo is my go-to. He was exclusive only boutique. He's 100% boutique.
That is wild, dude.
100% boutique.
No wonder why he closed down.
Hey, that means Right Guy and I hang out the same area when we go.
So bad.
I don't know. I don't know. The boutique definition, like they should set a boutique definition. Like if you make X amount of cigars, you're boutique. And if you make beyond that X amount, you're not boutique. But there's no definition for it.
Yeah, I think it's based on how big is the company, to tell the truth. And like I said, most boutique,
Hey, Michael.
they start off boutique, then they're not.
How about Espinosa? Espinosa boutique?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Espinosa is also like pretty much everywhere too.
But yeah, they are.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, but I would consider them a boutique brand.
I don't know.
That's
They're
a tough
good.
one.
They're good. I mean, yeah, it's tough. They're good.
I wouldn't
Right.
say Espinosa's boutique.
You want to say Espinosa boutique? He was doing good. He closed down due to health issue. He was in a nasty motorcycle accident. I believe he had an amputation or something. Ooh, okay. I didn't know the story.
My bad. I didn't know.
I heard 2 different stories. Stories.
Who's that?
So, huh?
Who is we talking about?
Can't remember his name. Was Dan? I think that's his name. Dan. And he's the owner of the place. He always throw parties too. He always makes a crazy poster. So he's the owner of Embargo, and Embargo is in Arizona.
Okay.
It's a nice lounge. They have an inside and outside lounge, and
Okay.
yeah. He's not a bad dude. He's just weird to me. Okay, he's not bad. I don't dislike him. He's just weird.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
So,
I only
Okay.
talked to him a few times, but like he's very willing person. He's very
Liked?
likable person. Wait,
Man,
Mike
I'm
says
just
hello.
having a hard time with my cigar.
Hi, Mike. I don't know if you heard me. I say hi. So yeah, it like I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes he gets really hyper. How about that?
I might like him then.
But sometimes he's really down.
Oh.
Sometimes
Well,
you go to his
sometimes he
shop.
just, like, get all the energy, you know?
Nice guy though. We were like, we're hungry, and then he just ordered pizza. It was great. So, so where are we at? We're at whether or not boutique, and does boutique make you a big dog kind of thing. Down bartend, we talk about this, right? Down bartend is like borderline whether or not they are boutique. I know exactly what you mean, Tony. I used to shop at his place all the time. Yeah, sometimes he gets super hyper and it's nice. Sometimes he's just quiet. So, hey, Cat. So Don Barton, I don't know. Like he blew up, right? Because who he is, right? He blew up. He came out.
He went from boutique to superpower.
Yeah, it feels like that way, right? Like who doesn't know Steve Saka? Even if you don't smoke his cigar, you probably know Steve Saka.
I didn't know him. I didn't know him until his cigar came out.
Oh yeah. Obviously, when his cigar came out, like it's been years. It's been years. It's been years he's out. So and then now everybody knows, and everybody knows Steve Saka. Steve Saka's all over the place. I feel like he have like a partner somewhere. It's just silence. But I don't know. Right? West Tampa is definitely a boutique still. West Tampa is boutique, right?
I would say so.
What about our Titan and Bronx?
They're still boutique.
They're still
boutique.
Right? This guy's expensive though.
They're getting notoriety now. They're starting to make some headway. Yeah.
They start making noise, but I don't know if it's good or bad.
Right.
Well, it's got to be good. I mean,
hey, bad noise is noise as well.
Foundation. I don't think Foundation is anywhere near.
I think they're in the boutique category. Foundation.
I would say Foundation.
I feel like they're the boutique. I don't think they're near as popular or as big as what people think they are.
They used to make a lot of noise. Foundation used to booming. Then
they plateaued.
They plateaued, and they just
plateaued.
They could not compete. They could not compete. Yeah.
So
that's my opinion.
The thing is, like, I remember Foundation went big, and then all of a sudden, Dunbarton
boom.
Just boom, took over. Foundation was like in the stepping of like going very big, like huge. But then Dunbarton just pretty much stopped. In my opinion, Dunbarton and Foundation was kind of like competing, and Dunbarton just stomped them out.
What about stuff like Christoph? Is that boutique?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. They're similar. Foundation. I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't say that. From what I smoked, from both of the brand,
they're not similar.
No.
Dunbarton is way more bolder. Way more.
No. Oh. I think Dunbarton will have better flavor than Foundation.
That's what I'm saying. It's bolder.
It's better flavor. Foundation is more. I think they lean more towards like tell truth, Gurkha like profile for Foundation.
How many cigars have you all smoked today? And is the one you smoked now the last one today? No. How many cigars did I smoke today?
I smoked one.
This is my second.
Well, if you calculate the small one too, I had 4. If you don't, I had 2, and that's not gonna be my last cigar. It's not gonna be my last cigar. Probably have one more, 2 more.
It's probably gonna be my last cigar for the night.
So, it really depends.
I work during the day. So I can't really smoke at work.
Yeah. Well, how many cigars you had today?
This is my second one today.
Yeah, I think people on average smoke like 2 to 3, on average.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
2 to 3, on average.
I wish I have time.
If you had because you make it up of like one day off and you smoke 10.
Yeah, my day off is different.
Well, my smoking is cut down because my football season is winding down.
What?
What?
Oh my God!
Because I'm watching a Friday college game. I got to have a cigar. I'm watching games on Saturday with college. I'm having cigars, and then Sundays, I'm out smoking cigars.
But I have my crab legs. I have my lobster ready for tomorrow, and I have to eat that thing. Sad Bell. I'd be so fucking sad eating that thing. I'd be tearing if something happened.
One a day with a cup of coffee. Yep, that's Cat.
Okay, wait. Let me say this about that, Eric. And then I'm going to say this. I'm not going to talk about it no more. I want Kansas City to go all the way because I want to see history made. And for you guys that don't like Kansas City, you want to see history because it may not happen again in your lifetime.
All right, he's not gonna talk about it. We're moving on.
And I'm done. I'm not going back. I'm not going back with Kansas City. However,
Right guy
if you want to
says-
talk about Seahawks, hey,
Well,
let's
here you
do it,
go.
baby. Go.
Right guy
100
says
off,
Seattle
Val,
has been
100
gone for a
off.
while now. Val, what football are you watching? Since Tony's pumping out 4+ cigars a day, does that make it a big cheese of cigars? No, a lot of people smoke way more than that. Especially if you're in the cigar industry, you'll smoke 8 a day, 9 a day if you want.
Boy, I don't think Tony's a big cheese of anything.
I'm not even close to big cheese. I'm not even close to cheese. I'm
Well,
like milk.
I'll tell you what, we probably smoke the most at the gatherings because then we become power smokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we're doing the gatherings, we're
Yeah.
each one smoking like on average 8 to 13 a day.
A minimum of 8. Minimum.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's true, Val.
so when we had the 3-day gathering, we have like 30 something, 40 something cigars in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's if we took a break. I'm a Cardinals fan. Val hit me. What?
Arizona Cardinals,
There's only one Cardinals.
the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, come
baseball.
on. We're not talking about college here, Val.
Where you guys go? So when we have the Legion meeting for the Legion members, we choose a state that we go to, and we try to go to various different places to meet different people, and we smoke all day. We smoke all day. Mine is the in the beginning morning, we all have our own thing to go to and stuff like that. But afternoon when we meet, we try to smoke all day. Where's the meet this year? The meet this year is most likely gonna be in Arizona when we do the cigar release. So the cigar release, anybody who's interested, join us.
Let us know. Let us know, boys. Cigar
When is the
Society.
next Arizona meet? So it could be this year. Could be this year.
Could be.
Yeah. Once I find out exactly when and where, I'll let everybody know. We haven't decided yet because our cigar is not here yet. And this one will be one that we have open invite for people. Because before it's always just the Legion. Before it's just the Legion members. But because we're releasing a cigar, it's gonna be a release party. We will have open invite for everybody who want to join us. Smoke all day like in a lounge or Airbnb. We usually will pick a lounge or two.
Yeah, we
three.
walk in like a freaking mafia and take over the whole lounge.
Yeah. Right guy, you probably know Cigars Daily. We went to Cigars Daily with like 20 people. We just took over the whole lounge. Everybody come in, it's like, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Yeah.
And then I got people ask me, ask me, am I okay with all the coffee?
Okay, cool. I guess I'll stay tuned. I like to go. Yeah. No, show up.
Yeah.
Show up. In the past we have more of a exclusive stuff. So, we will go to private lounges. Like we hang out at Espinosa's factory. We hang out at the private lounge for EPC with Ernie and his daughter. So those ones we can't have open invite. We can't have everybody come in. Those are private. But something like just a place to hang out, smoke and release cigars. Yeah, we will have open invite for everybody.
But if y'all want to do that, join the Legion.
If you want to have a chance to be in one of those exclusive hangouts, that's one of the benefits with being the Legion is that sometimes we try to pull some strings, and then we will hang out in those places. So, and Tim has long-standing relationship with the Legion. So, if you ask Tim, he'll tell you all about it. How we literally took over his lounge.
As long as it's not that big, though.
As long as it's not that big, but we literally took there was a few more seats in the back, and no one wanted to cross us. But we're open to anybody. But when we're in Arizona, when we're in Miami, other than the 2 private ones, we hang out on a lot of Emperor lounges. We hang out with like 2, 3 of those different ones.
We went to quite a bit of lounges, so I don't remember them all.
But I think we went to 3. What are you talking about? The new location was. All right. I had a hangout in one of the old location one time, and after that he already moved. So it's definitely the new location, unless he moved again. I don't think he did.
He did move 1 year, but yeah, I think that was afterwards though.
Yeah. So where we hang out is his new place. Yeah, only once. Right? Okay. So we're at his new place. We're in his new place. We show up, and then he was in the back office. We went to the back office to drag him out. But yeah, Tim's a good guy. I like to hang out with him. He always had crazy ideas. So yeah, so if we go to Arizona, we'll find something. We'll just see who is willing to host us for that 1 day, or 2 day, or 3 day. The lounge is still kind of small. Yeah. All right. I remember this. When I go to his first place to hang out, we have so many people there. We pull chairs to be outside the door. Like inside was filled. The side was filled. People were standing, and then people were like sitting outside the door because it was filled up. But that place was small. That place was like a corner sofa, basically. That's all I had. A corner. Because if I remember right across from the corner was the recording studio, and then right next to that was the humidor, if I didn't remember wrong. And right across from that table was the counter. Behind the counter is the cigar sign in the back. Cigars, baby. Yeah. If I didn't remember wrong. Hangout is always a good time, man. The Legion meet is always a good time. Right? Val went to a few already. He knows. Good time.
Hold on, my girl's calling me.
All right. For those people in the Legion that doesn't usually pay attention to Discord, we do have 2 new mods to replace our mods. So right now, Val is our new mod that's replacing. It's not replacing, but like more of the daytime handling some of the stuff for the members. Raul will also be not the El Presidente, but Raul have another Raul will be handling more of the evening things. So Legion's going through some changes. We're having more mods to address concerns, to be there for you if you want to talk, all that stuff. And you know what, members? If you think that in the morning is too quiet, that means Val is waiting for someone to go talk to him. Bother him so he can get to smoke a cigar.
That's
he doesn't
right.
have a football to watch. So bother him. Says, hey, Val, I want to chat. Jump on. Smoke a cigar. That way you can Val can at least get 1 cigar fill. 1. Or 2.
Or 2.
Or 2. Or 3. I don't think he will do 3, but or 3. But that's a good 6-hour chat. Right? So Legion's going through that changes, and we added more mods, and we added some functions as well to get some news. I don't know if Val, you saw those.
I did.
News come in random time. So
the cigar news releases that was pretty cool. I like that.
That's a good one. Okay, guys, where do you get your cigar fills? Where do you get your cigar news? Publish. I'm talking about publish, like document, like words. Where do you get your cigar fills?
So for me, I get it through Cigar Aficionado.
Cigar Aficionado, not Half Wheel?
Cigar Aficionado.
Okay. What about you guys in the chat room? Where do you get your cigar fills? Half Wheel, okay. Come on, guys. Where else do you get your cigar fills? Other than, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about videos. I'm talking about documentations. Where do you read your news? for cigars. CRA and Cigar Aficionado. Okay. Okay. Cigar Aficionado and Half Wheel are definitely two big ones. CRA, I'm not too sure. I haven't read them before. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with CRA.
Any more? Anybody else? No? Come on. I know you guys have some. Typing. No? No?
And are we talking about like magazine publications, right? There too? Or?
Like online reads, right? Sometimes you just want to read news. So something similar to Half Wheel. There's documentation and stuff like that. There's only handfuls of published. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out, whether or not there are some. Because a lot of time when I type in, when I do reviews, right, I have to find cigar informations, like, the blends and stuff like that. Because I don't always know what the cigar size is. What is the consensus of what this size is? Because a lot of time, cigar company will call whatever size they want, right? Sometimes between a Solomon and a Perfecto, they can call it Perfecto. They might call it, Solomon. It's really what they want. So I try to look a few things up, and I, you guys watch my reviews. You will know that sometimes my information is wrong, and I had to correct it afterward, right? Because whatever that's on Half Wheel it's not always true. It's not always true.
Well, let's not say not always true. It's not always as accurate as it should be.
So I was smoking a cigar yesterday, and the wrapper is definitely a Connecticut. Definitely a Connecticut. All right. But I was reading it, and I'll draw the information down, and I start to record the part where you guys see me showing the cigars and tell you what the spec is. Half Wheel, two of their posts. Two, all right? One is when there's initial announcement. The second one is when they say start to ship. Both of them said is Mexican San Andreas Caleros.
Could have been a typo.
Both of them. And it's been months.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
been
there
months.
was no correction made to it.
Right? There was no correction. They don't correct it. And I was reading that while I was recording it, and I go, wait, and I smoked it. I was like, this thing is definitely not Mexican San Andreas. So I went out to vendors, like, shop that sells them, website, and see what they listed. Turned out to be Ecuadorian, Connecticut. I would say that is a big difference between getting it as Mexican San Andreas versus Ecuadorian, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference. The good part is that my taste bud didn't lie to me, because I thought, like, I must be crazy. Right? I was talking to Aaron. Aaron's like, what's the taste like? I was like, tastes like Connecticut. He's like, yeah, it must be Connecticut.
What we talking about last night?
Mm-hmm. I was talking about how the information from publishers is not always correct.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go with your experience on the cigar.
Right.
culture.
And I was talking about how, a lot of time cigar sizes, the name for what they choose to call it is inconsistent, because sometimes this thing looks like a Solomon, but they gotta call it Perfectos.
Well, that shape is it could be very skewed.
Right. So they can choose whatever they want to call it. Sometimes right between a Toro and a Robusto, and they can choose to call it Toro Gordo or Robusto Gordo or Toro.
Okay, let's bring that term up for a minute. Gordo. At what ring gauge size do you think of when they say Gordo?
60.
I think anything more than 54 is a Gordo, for Robusto at least.
No, I see.
I'm thinking 60. I'm like Eric. I'm thinking 60.
Yep, right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm thinking like whenever you have a Robusto between 48 and 54, once it passes 54 is a Gordo.
And now that could be, again, that could be what the interpretation of that brand calls it. So that's where you get
Yeah,
that.
that's why I'm saying there's no like a real definition. Boom.
I mean, I ran across this cigar diagram sheet. Apparently, it's the original diagram sheet, which came from Cuba, and they have like 33 different names.
Yeah, because you can call it the Presidente or a Churchill.
They understand the thing.
They
Yeah,
choose
and
what
that-
they want to call it, and sometimes inconsistent. Sometimes like, all right, if you think a Toro is 6x52 or 6x54, right? But if they make a 6x53, they call it something else.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, so we'll say Toro. I'm always thinking the Toro length is 6, and the ring gauge is going to be between 50 and 54.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you call it? 56?
Wait, again, but then you get some brands they call it a Toro at 6.5. So I don't know about that. 6.5. I'm thinking, strictly Toro size 6. Toro 6. Anything over than that,
6.5 is still a Toro.
Yeah,
7 is a Churchill.
Because
when you get to 7, you're a Churchill, right? So what is 6 3/4?
Anything below 7 is still a Churchill. Still a
yeah,
Toro.
so let's say this, bro. You have to give it a little leeway because of the ring gauge weight. So you say from 52 to 54. So you give it the length a little bit of leeway as well.
You guys use a dossier to write about your cigar or smoke it and done with it? Smoke it, done with it. I smoke it and done with it.
Right?
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, you don't have to have like one of those official dossier books, whatever. You can make your own notebook and just write down what it is and what your thoughts are on it. And that's a good idea. But you got to be consistent with it. That's the key, being consistent with it, sticking with it.
The thing
Because-
about writing down notes and stuff like that, I know I never go back to read it, so I never write it down. And I think that cigar impressions are different from time to time. So even if I write it down today, I might disagree with it tomorrow. So I don't write it down. Is Double Toro considered a 60? No, but then they call that 660s and stuff like that nowadays. They just call it 660s. Still Toro, technically, in theory.
660 is a Toro to you, bro?
Yeah.
That's a Gordo to me.
That's a Gordo. That's a Gordo.
But
half,
that's
bro.
a fat Toro. But like, it really depends. I just call it 660 nowadays. 770, 660. They're very popular for some people. I don't smoke a lot of 60s. I can tell you that for sure.
I hate it when I come across a 60, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There's so many different names for it. Like there's like double Robusto. Like what the hell is a double Robusto?
A double Robusto, a double Corona.
A double Robusto is
It's a wider gauge.
a wider gauge, 5.5.
You see what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense. Like when they make a size, it's like right in between. It fits this spec and then all that stuff. Like just kind of weird off. They make up a name,
a 5.5 by 54. That could be a double Robusto.
right? And sometimes when they make a torpedo, they calculate that angle. It's really not. They cut it off. It's not part of the cigar.
Well, bro, we cut off cigar every day, bro. And that 6-inch cigar is not going to be 6 inch after we cut it.
It will, okay, so how much cap do you cut off?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much cap you cut off.
What?
It
This
still
much
won't
is
be
not a
thick.
lot, right? This much is not a lot. But when it comes to
just still
torpedo,
thick
it's a chunk.
After you cut it off, it's just still 6 though. No,
It's not. But it's negotiable amount.
Yeah, but negotiable.
No, it's negligible.
Everything is negotiable, I guess.
It's a negotiable amount. I can run it up. I can run it
My
up.
3 centimeter could be negotiable.
No,
I'm just
3
saying.
centimeters is not negotiable. All right, you cut off this much on a regular cigar, and in terms of measurement, that's within error, right? Because when you roll a cigar, it's not exact every time, right? It's within error. But when you have a torpedo, you cut off a chunk.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm just saying, man.
Look, to me, you buy a torpedo, you buy a pyramid, you buy any of those cigars that got a really point on it. I think for me, I feel like I'm getting cheated out of a cigar. Because I'm losing tobacco. And yeah, I know. Only certain rollers can do it. Just give me a regular cigar shape.
To be honest, boys, most of us don't smoke all the way down like that.
We don't. But still, you're losing tobacco.
Yeah, you're fighting
for
something that you're not even gonna touch.
Hey, you will complain if you miss that much in the front. You just won't complain when you miss that much in the back, okay?
I'm just saying.
All right. What the fuck is dossier? Dossier is like it's like a diary kind of thing.
Like a diary.
Yeah.
It's a diary. It's a diary. It's not like it's a diary.
Dear diary.
Today I smoked blah blah blah. And this is how it tastes like today. How far do you smoke a cigar down? All right, between 1 to 2 fingers.
This is pretty much pretty much me just smoking.
I will leave 2 fingers.
Okay, look it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where am I at?
Now sometimes I enjoy a cigar, I leave 1 finger. Sometimes I leave 2 fingers. So
it's so rare that
this is my cap.
So
can you see it?
Yes.
I am not.
You want to put it this way, but
I'm not gonna dig it from my cap. My cap is under all the ashes.
Right.
Look at it. Let me see if I can show it. Can you see it? I can't see.
But then that doesn't tell me how much. There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's still
But when you cut
when
you cut
the point,
you cut a chunk.
Y'all tell me when you smoke that chunk, then complain about it.
If it's in the front, you'll complain about it.
Look it, I'm only losing this much on a regular shaped Parejo cigar. And when I cut off the point of that pyramid or torpedo, I'm cutting off more of a sizable. Just to get to the shape of the cigar.
And another thing I always complain about, closed foot. Closed foot cigar, I feel like I lost some cigar too. You can't smoke it until it gets burned to a certain point.
Well, that's the same thing with a shaggy foot. I can't stand shaggy foots.
You don't get to smoke it until a certain point. I don't care.
I think the closed foot is fine. I don't understand that point of what you're saying.
Because you got to burn off that much in order to puff.
You got to burn, yeah.
I don't like the shaggy foot.
I don't like a shaggy foot.
I don't mind the close. I don't understand the close. The close foot, you guys complain. I don't understand that, but okay.
I use VCAR and all torpedo as similar shaped cigars. Yeah, it's still missing. Now, okay, if you use a VCAR and torpedo, you lose the chunk plus the negative of that chunk. You lose 2 chunks.
But y'all complaining the chunk that y'all not even gonna smoke.
Dude, that could happen the part of first third. It's this much.
Bro, you're crazy shit right now.
Imagine you smoking a Perfecto. And you cut the rear off and you cut the front off. Will you not complain about it? I would.
I do that. Tell the truth, I do that because sometimes the torpedo is fucking that. Dude, the Perfecto, sometimes I do. I know I don't do it on camera, but I do clip the fucking front off sometimes because, like, give me the fucking draw. Give me the draw.
Yeah, exactly. You still lose it. You don't get to smoke it.
Yeah, I don't care about it though.
But that's your first virgin puff.
Oh, shut up.
Come on, you're losing tobacco when you got to cut off so much of that.
Oh my God, because those
Perfecto's already small.
That we cut
You're
off.
cutting like 10% off of it.
Bro, I'm just saying that amount, y'all could complain if you smoke that down to the motherfucking up like that. Tell me.
If I didn't have to cut the front and the back and left that alone, that could have been my end point.
Okay.
That could have been the part that you don't smoke.
I'm
surprised you guys don't eat the knob in order to have the entire cigar. Some might. Some chew their cigars, right? Some people chew their cigars so they don't lose anything. They still got the flavor by chewing it.
It's fucking wild that you freaking think you're losing tobacco, even though we cut every cigar.
Dude, that's like going to a noodle shop. They hold you the bowl of noodle and they take off some noodle. It's like, there you go. You're not gonna eat that 2-string anyway. There you go. You don't do that.
So they know, Tony, because you don't cut. Okay. Cutting a cigar to smoke a cigar is different from eating a goddamn noodle bowl, man.
You
The shop does-
complain about a bowl having a hole.
It's not like that at all, because when you eat the noodle bowl, the shop took it. But when you buy the cigar, the shop don't take it from. They give it to you. You just decided to cut it.
All right, look at. Here's another thing. Look at. I'll bring up another analogy. You guys eat donuts?
Oh, you fucking hole! The goddamn hole!
I'm getting cheated out of my donut.
No, that's why you get Boston cream, boy. You didn't have no cheat and filling.
You can actually
make a
buy
donut,
those
you
holes.
cut the center out. What happens to that donut hole? You know what happens to it?
No, I cannot
They
agree with
sell
it. No, I can't agree with it because majority of the donuts, there's the same piece of dough. They just pull to the side, and make a ring.
Yeah, I don't know about
They
cut
didn't
them
lose
out.
anything. They didn't cut it out. They poke a hole and then distribute it.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Krispy Kreme. I'm like, hey, you stop taking my donut.
Yeah, especially on something like a bagel. They actually just connect to the side. They didn't
Oh
cut
yeah,
the hole.
bagel. Yeah,
They just
don't.
connect to the end. Yeah, they didn't take it
Well,
out.
bagel's different. Bagel's different.
Well, donut, they just poke a hole. They didn't take it out. They press the
Wait a
thumb
minute.
through it.
Wait a minute. When you go buy donuts, they got those donut holes, and they sell those.
Those
What do
munchkins
you
are
think
different.
they
They
got
made it
those
just like
from?
that.
Munchkin is
Yeah,
like
they did not cut it out.
It's not from the hole, man.
It wasn't
Yes,
from the
it
hole,
is.
man. No, I can't agree with that. Even though I support your point, I cannot agree with that.
You know what? Somebody out there in the viewer lane, call up Dunkin' Donuts right now. Call them. up.
Contact Peter, please. Damn.
Yeah, I don't think they wasted. I think they just they roll it until they gets.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Dunkin' Donuts no longer make it in-house. They no longer have to wake up the guy to make the donuts.
I don't even think Dunkin' Donuts ever made it in house.
No,
Well, they did in the beginning. They did in the very early years. They did.
Don't
That
bother
earlier
me.
is gotta be beyond my
Goddamn
time
Peter,
because
how
I've
you
never
there?
seen them make it.
Yo, motherfucker.
I mean, you don't remember those commercials and the guys waking up at 2:00 in the morning. Time to make the donuts.
No. Those are commercials. They're not real. That's like saying that. That's like saying
it's
Big
based
Mac is
on a
actually
real
big. It's
person.
not.
That's based on a real person.
That's like saying Big Mac is actually big. Big Mac is not big.
Big
They
Mac
used
ain't
to
as
be-
big
they
as it
used to
used to
be
be. It used to be big.
Yeah.
I need to eat like 4 Big Mac to get full, man.
Bro, we're not talking about the fucking average fat American like you, bro.
Now it's body attack now? Come on, man.
Oh, what, you scared?
Oh, here we go. We got a pro here. We bake in store until early 2000.
There you go. Bam. See, I know they used to fucking bake it in store.
I
They
didn't eat
did.
Dunkin' Donuts until much later.
Because you know why? I remember when I was a kid, I had a nice warm donut from Dunkin', bro.
No, you remember the guy waking up to go make them.
No, I didn't remember that, but I didn't.
Back
I
in the
didn't
day,
see-
they did McDonald's. I came to the state 95. I didn't speak English until maybe
Then you don't know
99,
what
2000.
donut is, bro.
No, I don't even go to the shop to get donuts. I'm like little kids. I don't know. I don't go to donuts shop to get donuts. You kidding me? All we have is school lunch, cotton milk.
You don't walk to like get donuts.
No. No.
I don't know. I walked to Dunkin' Donut when I was like 8, so I don't know.
No, for me that didn't happen. No. But I did like donuts. Dunkin' Donuts taste good. I did like them. He came in the perfect time. Yes, Peter, you did.
Yeah. God damn, Peter.
Answer the question by the pros.
Now, did you steal the
No,
middle?
but that's the thing, right, Peter? Did you or did you guys take out the center?
They make
Did
it
you punch
munchkin.
and take out the center?
They took
This
the
is from-
center out. They,
this
they
is from
rolled
Val.
them into a ball and they call them munchkins. Now you're paying for that same donut twice. Look at, think about it. Let's bring it into another term. let's talk
Oh
about.
yes, he did. He did. Oh my God, he did. For the
Oh,
Munchkins.
wow.
Whoa.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Is that for real?
Wow. I swear our local shop, not Dunkin' Donuts, our local shop, they say they just punch a hole like that and then
Oh man, they
Right.
lied to you. Did they lie to you, boy?
no, we seen them make it. We seen them make it.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
like when you go to Crispy Donuts, don't they have the machine that goes up? You don't see the thing that punches the hole out.
No, because they got a preformed cast made on
Yeah,
it.
they have a
just fill
preformed.
it up.
Yeah.
Right. But they don't
So
punch
they
the
don't
hole
got
out.
to worry about cutting it out.
Oh, it's
So-
already preformed. They already cut it before you see that.
No, they show
I
you
don't
from
know.
dough.
Peter said yes for the Munchkin.
No, I'm saying for like not. I said Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Well, now we need to go find another guy that fucking had Krispy Kreme.
No, Krispy Kreme. You can see the machine go.
Yeah. They got
can
a
see the machine.
preformed.
I'm just saying, it's
Preformed
preset
shape.
though.
So yeah, Val, you gotta start eating
shit,
Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
You don't have to pay for it twice.
Man, it's like, all right, I'm gonna throw something out there.
All right, Val, you won. You won this one.
You want that one,
Look at. You guys eat barbecue ribs, right?
right?
No, eat barbecue ribs.
Yeah.
Actually, just 2 days ago.
Now you look under menu, and one menu will say it'll tell you, and I don't want to get into different things about it, but just 2 things: barbecued ribs or what the hell's that other one? Barbecue ribs. You got spare ribs, you got baby backs, and rib tips.
Okay.
Here we come with the rib tips. Oh,
Rib
shit.
tips.
Oh, shit. I
Rib
knew
tips.
this was- Oh, my God.
So when you get your spare ribs,
And
You
you want the
get-
rib tips?
look at those rib tips. That's bonus money. That's bonus money because those rib tips are actually part of that spare rib.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut those rib tips off, and now they're selling you the same rib twice.
Well, they
No,
sell the
they
part
made
that.
Tony, you know this is true. Tony, you know this is true. You worked in the cigar industry. You know it's true. And that's why you ain't saying nothing. You got that shit-eating grin on your face saying, yep, Bell's got it. He's right. He's right.
I can't help with this. Yeah, yeah. In the cigar factory, they do cut off the end, and you just lose that. Yes. I don't even know what to say about that. I got nothing. Oh shit. Yeah,
That's why
man.
I never
We'll lose
ordered
money
rib
there.
tips. I
But-
never ordered rib tips.
And yes, if you buy short filler cigar, you gotta pay for that cigar twice.
That's bonus. That's bonus money. Think about it. I mean, they make the cigars. They got these extra clippings of the cigars, the tobacco left.
Well,
You know
actually, no,
what?
that's not true. Because they tell you
Yeah.
what the size is. They tell you what the
Well,
size
okay,
is
okay.
and the price based on the size.
Okay, but look at you got your tobacco leaf, you cut it up, you shape your cigar, you got your binder Philly roller, cut up, shape it, and you got all these parts
Yeah,
of the tobacco
but
left
those
over.
ingredients are extras. It's beyond the size they say they were selling it to you.
But wait, somewhere along the line, they were throwing that shit away, and then somebody said, "Hey, you know what? We can use that." Oh yeah, what do we use it for? Ha ha! There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Right, but you're not buying the same cigar twice because that's not part of that cigar. It was
No, but I'm saying that's bonus money to that tobacco guy.
right, and that's well use of the material, sure. I mean, when
Yeah,
you make cups, right? You make cups. The one that's like not perfect, it shatters, it gets remelted, and do it again. So that's like that. It's recycling the material that you don't use.
No, that's recycling. It's different from trash.
Well, yeah, broken glass
You
used
can't
to not be
recycle
recycled.
tobacco,
No,
bro.
broken glass it used to not be used. Broken glass they would just throw it away. But then okay, we can remelt that thing, and then
Yeah,
remelt it.
they
That's
regrind it or
recycling.
whatever.
You can't recycle tobacco.
Yeah, you can. They just did.
That's not
Okay.
recycling.
So look at here's okay. We talked a little bit about this kintsugi thing, right?
Yep.
So here's my thought. Here's my thought about this. So somewhere, China, Japan, wherever it originated from, somebody high up, some emperor or some lord in some part of the land had some really, really nice chinaware. And some servant accidentally broke it. So they were going to deal with this guy.
They can't take it. They can't take it.
So then they said, hey, no, I can fix it. I can fix it.
They can't take it.
So they put it together. They melted it together. They added
take
gold or they added silver or they added something. And now, oh man, this looks nicer than what we got. What it looks like. Let's break some more.
No, so what happened is any bowl that's being used by emperors, and the back of the bowl at the bottom has a printing on it. You can't use it. Can't use it.
You can't use it.
Yeah, as a peasant, you cannot use it. It's
But
considered
if you-
it's considered stealing it.
No, but no. They're not gonna take it. They're gonna
Yeah, it's on top of fixing it.
They will not
Yeah,
fix it. They destroy it. They destroy it.
no.
They don't fix it. They destroy it. So
Damn.
yeah, every single one of the that's how people knows is artifact or antique from back in the days, because they have those vase or whatever bowl, turn it over, and the bottom has a seal on it. And that's the same thing with gold and silver back in the day. A government gold and silver has a printing on the bottom, has a minting on the bottom. That's it.
So then what happened? They broke the bowl, and before they put it back together, the emperor said, "Oh, turn that bowl over and see if the official seal is on there." And it says, "Made in China." Nope, can't fix it. Try that bowl. Ah, made in Mexico. Yeah, fix that one.
No, if you bring the bowl to a artisan person that fixes it, first thing they check is the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
And they can't fix it if it's got the seal under?
No, because they don't know if this thing was stolen.
Ah.
You're stealing from the emperor. And then you try to help him smuggle it out. Now it doesn't work.
That don't work. Oh.
Doesn't
okay.
work. Doesn't work. Yeah. Doesn't work that way. Because for the people that makes things for the emperor, it's a specialty people. They are just catered. They always make it. That's them. That's that. Usually one family makes it, and that's it.
Oh no, man! I'm still shocked about the munchkin.
I know. I'm shocked a little bit. Man, I paid twice for that shit. Because I eat the munchkins too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look at
I know. I ordered a few donuts in a dozen of munchkin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucked up
But here's
shit.
the thing. I like the double chocolate or like Boston cream and Jello. So they tend to have the center.
the jelly fill. So
Yeah, yeah.
So Eric, the next time you go buy a dozen of Dunkin' Donuts and they give them to you, he goes, "Hey, I want my middle. Go give me those munchkins and stick them in the middle. Okay, that's my donut."
But they will tell you, it's like, yeah, hey, you pay 79 cents for your donut. If you want the center, you'll be $1. You only pay twice if you buy the munchkin. Yeah, we do. We do.
I do. That's the thing.
I'll
I
buy a
order
dozen donut and a dozen munchkins.
That's a munchkin.
And I'll buy the mixed. So it'll be like a mix of dozen donut and mix of munchkins. Man, we've been gypped. We've been
So
gypped.
sad. So
Yeah.
sad.
Wow.
Oh man.
Do we complain to Peter or?
Yeah, let's complain to Peter. He's a reliable source now. Breaking news.
Peter's like, game day on to us.
All right. So I should have come up.
Peter be going up before a board of inquiry at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, for cigar, I really think that they already tell you what the size is. You do have to cut it off, and even though cutting it off is part of what you pay for, right? Technically, they can make a cigar with no cap. They can, right? They want you to be able to cut it because that's part of the process. So you are paying for that ability to cut.
I mean, there is cigars without cap. Y'all want to go
That's what I'm
get
saying. You can get a cigar
Yes.
without caps.
You can get cigars without caps.
So technically, that's not waste. But something like a closed foot, I feel like that's a waste. Something like a shaggy foot, give me back my wrapper.
Give me back my wrapper.
Shaggy
Right.
foot. The closed foot is whatever. You get extra leaf. Tell the truth.
I don't know
No,
if
you
I
just
feel
get-
like I had to burn
it's
more
just-
and you'll just smoke
No,
it.
yeah, but the
so-
thing is, like, you do get extra tobacco with the closed foot.
Yeah, but you don't get to smoke that. All right,
I
let's talk
understand.
about the 60th anniversary. It's like a closed foot with a nipple on the end.
That's not closed foot. That's just closed.
So
That's
this
a
is what
foot.
you do. This is what you
No,
do.
no,
You
no.
get,
No, that's
You
not
get-
a closed foot. To me, a closed foot is different from what you're saying, Tony.
Okay,
The closed foot,
you think it's one of those like they have link, like they just squeeze it in there, they fold it in.
yeah, that's
Right.
the closed foot.
But in my opinion, a closed foot is like something like perfecto is all the way
No,
sharp, and you
that's
can't.
not. That's just a fucking.
That's a
shape.
closed foot.
That's not a closed
Or
foot.
like a closed thing with a little nipple, you can't get any draw through it. That's a closed
that's
foot,
not-
and the
That's
folding
not
is a closed foot.
man. That's not closed. When you say closed foot, nobody think about like that,
They
bro.
closed up the
No.
foot. They
no, the
closed
closed
up the
foot,
foot.
the tobacco covers the foot of that cigar completely.
Thank
The
you.
wrapper covers it completely.
Thank
Right.
you. Nobody thought about closed foot, about the perfecto shape or Salomon. Tony.
So
It's
so
not
Val,
like-
you don't feel like a perfecto shaped cigar is a closed foot.
No.
no.
Okay.
No.
And you don't think
Nobody think that.
you don't think those cover over with the little tip that come out is a closed
Nobody
foot.
think that, bro. Just you.
No.
But what you call that then? Is you don't call that open foot?
I call it a narrow foot.
It's not a closed foot.
It's not
I
closed.
don't know.
It's narrow. It's a pinpoint.
No, because you still get no draw in it. It's literally closed off.
That doesn't mean it's a closed foot, though.
It's not closed. Not
It's not
closed.
closed.
No, it's closed.
It's technically not closed.
It's definitely
closed.
closed.
No,
not.
no. The cigar has to have the wrapper leaf completely overlapping or covering the foot.
But they
Now-
sealed it down. Like, okay, for example, if you have a cigar cap that has a tail, is that not a cap?
No, that's not a cap.
No.
The
No.
tail is not the cap, bro.
Yeah, the tail is not the cap.
No, like when you cap the end, sometimes they cap the end and have a tail coming out. It's part of that cap. They twist it off.
No,
Right.
no.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm
I
talking
know
about?
what you're
you're
talking
talking
about.
But that is not completely covered because they just twist the end off. Right? Something like a flying pig has a little pigtail.
Okay.
Is
What
that
was-
completely closed cap then? It's not a closed cap?
But you compare a tail to a foot.
Yeah,
I
but you
never
just say
see
you
a
had to
fucking
cover
dog.
completely, right? You just say
see
you
a
had to be
dog.
covered completely to enable to be covered. But a lot of cap, I actually twist.
Our cap is covered.
When you twist it into a tail,
It's covered, right?
well, you just say you had to be overlapping. It's not overlapping. You just twist it.
No.
Now you're gonna go make him grab a tail.
But you know what I'm saying, right? The other end is twisted and
it's
sealed.
shaped over and it's twisted like this to make a tail, right?
Right. But if it's the other side, you say that's not a closed foot because it's like
It's
that
not
too.
a close foot because you know what? It's still open, Tony. It's still open. Do you see this? Closed.
I see a lot of hole there. I see a hole there. No, go back to the other one.
Because it cracked. But
I
it's
see a hole
closed.
there.
It's still open, bro. It's
I don't
not
know.
closed
I consider a closed foot if I can't get any draw.
whatsoever. That's a fucking punk cigar sometime, bro.
No. If I can't get a draw until I light the first part off, it's a closed foot.
Okay. Oh God.
Because they closed up the foot.
Oh. It's not closed. It's not closed.
Especially a perfecto that literally has nothing at the end. It's just a sharp pinch.
All right, so look it. If you want to get a draw out of that closed foot, then what you
Different
get
boom,
is you
in
get
there.
something like a really sharp needle point, and you puncture little bitty holes in there till you got some airflow. You light it, you take a puff, boom, done.
Yeah, but that still defeat the point. That's like Eric cutting the end off and saying that, oh, I got draw because I cut the end off.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
cut the end off of the closed foot. I just
can't-
light it.
I don't.
I light it and I puff away until I choke.
What the fuck? No, it just came out of nowhere. Oh gosh.
Good discussion, guys. Good discussion. Oh shit.
Well, instead of Val choking, Tona's choking.
Hey, let's boycott Duncan.
We need to make a cigar with that, and then I'm gonna call it Cold Foot. I'm gonna call it Cold Foot. Oh jeez.
I can't.
Well, it doesn't matter. You gotta burn it off anyway. Other than Shaggy Foot, you gotta burn it off anyway.
The Shaggy Foot sucks.
Shaggy Foot just flies all over the place. When I light it up, there's got pieces that's just flying.
Yeah, it's like it's a mess. It's a mess.
But they say it's experience. You smoke just the filler and binder, and all of a sudden, boom, you get the wrapper.
But I paid for the wrapper. I didn't pay. I didn't want the filler.
Now, how do you
Like
know they didn't take away 25 cents for that part that they cut off?
Did they though?
No, do you know? Maybe they did. Right? Sometimes
I kind of know, Tony. I kind of know.
no, sometimes you have those cigars with a really weird price, like $12.39 for a cigar. Maybe they took 61 cents out of it because they cut it off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I believe that. I believe that.
That is the problem when you argue with a person that goes with you to see the same thing, and I kind of know.
You know.
Oh man. Anyways,
It's just, it's a
1107.
normal thing. Normal thing. America, give you less for more. Give you less for more. That's how
Here's
we
the thing: consumer lose anyway. I don't care. Consumer always lose. Okay, consumer always lose. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna.
But
Oh,
by
I want to go back to
ITS,
that.
you will always win.
I want to go back to that. The difference between a recycle had to be processed. That's a recycle. So
Yes, that's what I mean.
so tobacco leaf is recycled because it had to go through a processing.
It's wash.
Yeah, sort and wash.
They don't sort. They don't sort.
They sort it out between the sand and dirt and hair, and they sort.
Whoa, you're telling me way too much.
But they sorted out, so it's clean, and they washed it.
God.
That's not sourcing. That's just washing, bro.
Right? So that's still processed. So it's recycled.
That's like me washing my dish. I recycle my dish every day.
Hey. If you processed it, it's recycled. Back to raw
Like
material.
I say,
it's
I
recycled.
wash my dishes every
Is
day.
your dish raw material? Is your dish raw material?
I'm just saying.
Right? If it's raw material, it's recycled if it's processed. That's why I call those
I want to say
glassware.
something,
Those
but I don't
glassware.
want to say.
Those
I have something in
glassware is
mind.
recycled because it go through a process.
I have something in mind, but I don't want to end the live stream with that. Because I got something raw to have recycle every day.
Recycle every day. Yeah, 11:09 now. I think we'll end it here today. Thanks for everybody for that. A very engaging conversation. It's a good talk. So, I didn't think we gave anywhere with those, but
Well, wait
I
a
guess
minute.
we
What
kinda
was the
have idea.
consensus? What was the consensus then?
Perjong, Fuente,
Jerome, Fuente,
and Davidoff.
and Davidoff. Okay.
Okay.
As we expected.
Yeah, and the other stuff is like a second tier, and then there was a even lower tier on top of that. So,
Yeah.
pretty good. Good conversation. Thanks for everybody who contributed in the chat room. Thank you. And
Yep.
yeah, I will see you guys next week.
Yep. I'll
Have
be
a
in
good night,
Discord.
everybody.
Anybody
Stay
interested.
warm. Stay warm, and I'll see you guys later. Ten
All right.
the man Stogies. I Ten the man. Sorry, you arrived a little late. We're just shutting off now. So have a good night, guys. Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.